Once upon a time, Ethan, a 16-year-old boy with a heart full of passion and a mind brimming with creativity, lived in a quiet, rural town. He had a spirit that was as vibrant as his photographs, always looking at the world with an artistic eye. His determination was as solid as a rock, unyielding and enduring. Ethan's world was simple yet colorful. He lived in a cozy home with his parents and his younger sister, Emily, who was as mischievous as she was sweet. Their home, though not grand, was filled with love and laughter. Ethan's days were divided between attending the local school, hanging out with his small group of friends, and indulging in his favorite hobby, photography. Photography was not just a hobby for Ethan. It was his passion, his refuge, and his dream. His eyes sparkled with excitement every time he held his camera, and his heart fluttered every time he captured a beautiful moment. His room was adorned with pictures of stunning landscapes, charming wildlife, and smiling faces of his loved ones. But Ethan had a dream that was bigger than his small town. He wanted to photograph the world's most famous people. He didn't just want to capture their faces. He wanted to capture their souls, their essence. He wanted his pictures to tell their stories. His dream was as grand as the stars in the sky, and just as distant. Every night, he would lay on his bed, looking at the pictures on his wall, and he would imagine them replaced with photos of movie stars, world leaders, famous athletes, and renowned musicians. He could see the faces of the world's most influential people, frozen in time and space through his lens. However, Ethan's dreams seemed to be trapped within the confines of his small town. His contacts were limited to his teachers, friends, and family. His equipment, though precious to him, was not the kind that professional photographers used. His world felt too small for his dreams, but that did not stop him from dreaming. Every morning, he would wake up with renewed determination. He was aware of the challenges that lay ahead, but he was not afraid. He was prepared to work hard, prepared to face failures, and prepared to do everything it took to make his dream come true. After all, a dream was not just an idle wish for Ethan. It was a goal he was willing to work tirelessly towards. Ethan's daily routine took on a new dimension as he began to weave the strands of his dream into his reality. The barrier between his small-town existence and the star-studded universe of his ambitions was vast, but his determination didn't falter. However, his enthusiasm wasn't enough to break down these walls, and his lack of contacts and professional equipment became a roadblock on his path to success. The limitations of his photography gear were an issue Ethan had known from the start. His camera was an old model, not the high-definition devices used by professionals. Yet, he had worked with it, nurturing his passion and honing his skills. But as he sought to photograph the world's famous personalities, he realized the stark differences between his trusty tool and the industry's standard equipment. Disheartened but far from giving up, Ethan decided to take a proactive stance against these challenges. He started by creating a website to showcase his work, hoping to attract attention and build a network. He spent hours selecting the best of his photos, ensuring they were the perfect reflection of his talent. Next, he began reaching out. Ethan sent emails to various agencies, sharing his portfolio and expressing his desire to work with high-profile individuals. The process was arduous and often disheartening. He faced many rejections, and his emails often went unanswered. He even tried reaching out to celebrities directly through social media, but his messages seemed to disappear into a void. Despite his unyielding efforts, Ethan's dream seemed no closer to becoming a reality. The months of persistent work, of sending emails and hoping for responses, of posting on his website and wishing for a breakthrough, began to weigh him down. He was on the brink of despair, questioning whether his dream was too big to ever come true. And then came a turning point. One evening, Ethan found solace in the wise words of his grandfather, a retired journalist with a heart full of stories. His grandfather reminded him, "Making friends, Ethan, is crucial. It's not just about having lots of money or the best equipment. The value of a person's network can sometimes be more important than any of that." His words echoed in Ethan's mind, a spark in the darkness. His grandfather's advice ignited a new hope in Ethan. He realized his approach so far had been more transactional, reaching out to agencies and celebrities without building a relationship first. He was trying to skip the process of networking and getting to know people. He decided to change his approach and began focusing on building relationships within his community, offering free photo sessions to influential locals in exchange for their help to connect with famous personalities. Inspired by his grandfather's words, Ethan's entrepreneurial spirit took flight. Armed with his camera and a newfound strategy, he approached influential people in his town, offering them free photo sessions. His subjects were community leaders, business owners, teachers, and anyone who had connections beyond their small town. His first subject was the mayor of his town, a jovial man known for his wide network of acquaintances. During the photo session, Ethan's talent shone through. His ability to capture the mayor's charisma and warmth in the photographs was remarkable. When Ethan explained his dream and asked the mayor if he could introduce him to a famous person in his network, the mayor was impressed and agreed to help. Word of Ethan's talent quickly spread through his small town. His remarkable photographs began making waves in his community, gradually expanding beyond its borders. One after another, local celebrities started reaching out to him for their photo sessions, and in return, they introduced Ethan to other celebrities. One day, Ethan's phone rang with an opportunity that would finally bridge the gap between his small-town life and the world of high-profile personalities he dreamed of. A celebrity, who had seen his work through the chain of contacts Ethan had established, wanted Ethan to photograph her. Ethan was ecstatic. He traveled to meet the celebrity, his heart pounding with anticipation. The photo session was a success, and the resulting photos were nothing short of exceptional. The celebrity was highly impressed and shared Ethan's work on her social media, leading to a whirlwind of attention and interest from other celebrities. Ethan's dream had finally come true. He was not just photographing famous personalities, but he was also being recognized as an accomplished young photographer. Despite his young age and limited resources, Ethan had used his talent, determination, and networking skills to turn his dream into a reality. The story of Ethan's journey doesn't end there. His success was not a one-time event but a stepping stone into a promising career in photography. He continued to photograph famous personalities, and his work consistently won praises. Ethan had become an acclaimed photographer, living his dream every day. Throughout his journey, Ethan learned valuable lessons about perseverance, entrepreneurship, and the power of networking. His story is a testament to the fact that with passion, hard work, and the right strategy, dreams can come true, regardless of one's age or circumstances.